The beginning of 2016 alarmed the globe with a severe threat, Zika virus. The outbreak of Zika and congenital malformations and neurological disorders in newborns believed to be connected to the virus has compelled World Health Organization to declare a global public health emergency then. The first confirmed Zika virus infection was reported in Brazil with reports of Guillain-Barré syndrome and pregnant women giving birth to babies with malformed heads. The virus was first identified in Uganda in 1947 in monkeys and was later found in humans in 1952 in Uganda and the United Republic of Tanzania. Since then, outbreaks of the virus have been seen in Africa, America, Asia, and the Pacific, while rare cases of human infections were found across Africa and Asia. The first reported outbreak of Zika was on the island of Yap in 2007. A massive outbreak was recorded in 2013 in French Polynesia. In March 2015, Brazil reported a large outbreak of rash illness, soon identified as Zika virus infection, and in July 2015 found to be associated with Guillain-Barré syndrome. In October 2015, Brazil reported an association between Zika virus infection and microcephaly. Outbreaks and evidence of transmission soon appeared throughout the Americas, Africa, and other regions of the world. To date, a total of 86 countries and territories have reported evidence of mosquito transmitted Zika infection. Now that Kerala has detected the first confirmed case of Zika virus infection, it was confirmed in early July 2021 in a 24-year-old pregnant woman in Thiruvananthapuram. Coming to the structure of the virus, it's a member of the flavivirus genus within the family Flaviviridae. This group of approximately 70 viruses are primarily transmitted by mosquito or tick vectors and include members such as dengue virus, yellow fever virus, West Nile virus, Japanese encephalitis virus, and tick-borne encephalitis virus. Zika virus is a positive sense single-stranded RNA virus with a genome size of approximately 10.8 kilobases. The RNA is translated into a single polyprotein encoding three structural proteins, the capsid, membrane, and envelope, as well as seven non-structural proteins. The structural proteins, as the name suggests, form the virus particle, and the non-structural proteins assist in replication and packaging of the genome, as well as in subverting the host pathways in favor of the virus. Zika virus is primarily transmitted by the bite of an infected mosquito from the Aedes genus, mainly the Aedes aegypti, in tropical and subtropical regions. Aedes mosquitoes usually bite during the day, peaking during the early morning and late afternoon or evening. This is the same mosquito that transmits dengue, chikungunya, and yellow fever. Zika virus is also transmitted from mother to fetus during pregnancy through sexual contact, transfusion of blood and blood products, and organ transplantation. Zika virus infections are asymptomatic in 80% cases. Approximately 20% of Zika virus infected individuals become symptomatic, lasting for several days to a week. Characteristic clinical findings are acute onset of fever with maculopapular rash, arthralgia, or conjunctive myalgia and headache. Zika virus infection during pregnancy is a cause of microcephaly. Microcephaly is a birth defect in which a baby's head is smaller than expected when compared to babies of the same sex and age. Babies with microcephaly often have smaller brains that might not have developed properly. Zika virus infection during pregnancy is a cause of microcephaly. During pregnancy, a baby's head grows because the baby's brain grows. Microcephaly can occur because a baby's brain has not developed properly during pregnancy or has stopped growing after birth. Transmission of Zika virus from mother to fetus during pregnancy can also lead to other congenital malformations in the infant, collectively referred to as congenital Zika syndrome. Congenital Zika syndrome includes other malformations including limb contractures, high muscle tone, eye abnormalities, and hearing loss. The risk of congenital malformations following infection in pregnancy remain unknown, An estimated 5 to 15% of infants born to women infected with Zika virus during pregnancy have evidence of Zika related complications. Congenital malformations occur following both symptomatic and asymptomatic infection. Infection with Zika virus may be suspected based on symptoms of persons living in or visiting areas with Zika virus transmission and or Aedes mosquito vectors. A diagnosis of Zika virus infection can only be confirmed by laboratory tests of blood or other body fluids such as urine or semen. The diagnosis of Zika virus infection can be made through both molecular and serological testing. Molecular testing is the preferred test, which is useful to detect the virus only in the initial days of an acute infection. This includes RT-PCR for viral RNA and should be performed on serum specimens. To detect congenital infections, serum samples should be collected from umbilical cord or directly from the infant within 2 days of birth. There is no treatment available for Zika virus infection or its associated diseases. Symptoms of Zika virus infection are usually mild. People with symptoms such as fever, rash, or arthralgia should get plenty of rest, drink fluids, and treat pain and fever with common medicines. If symptoms worsen, they should seek medical care and advice. Pregnant women living in areas with Zika transmission or who develop symptoms of Zika virus infection should seek medical attention for laboratory testing and other clinical care. No vaccine or medication is available to prevent infection or disease. Protection against mosquito bites during the day and early evening is a key measure to prevent Zika virus infection. Special attention should be given to prevention of mosquito bites among pregnant women, women of reproductive age, and young children. Aedes mosquitoes breed in small collections of water around homes, schools, and work sites. It's important to eliminate these mosquito breeding sites, including covering water storage containers, removing standing water in flower pots, and cleaning up trash and used tires. Community initiatives are essential to support local government and public health programs to reduce mosquito breeding sites. Health authorities may also advise use of larvicides and insecticides to reduce mosquito populations and disease spread. Pregnant women should consider postponing travel to areas with ongoing Zika virus outbreaks. Infected people need to be protected from mosquito exposure during first week of illness to prevent further transmission. Personal protection measures include wearing clothing, preferably light colored, that covers as much as of body as possible, using physical barriers such as window screens and closed doors and windows, and applying insect repellent to skin or clothing that contains DEET, IR3535 or icaridin according to the product label instructions. Young children and pregnant women should sleep under mosquito nets if sleeping during the day or early evening. I hope the information would be helpful for you. Stay safe, stay alert. Thank you.